Okay, Jim and Loretta, good morning. It's Joe Casadonti. It's Monday morning, about 10 o'clock. And we're forming up walls. As you can see, there's your footing. There's the steel rods that go in the walls. Normally those rods are number 4 steel. We're using number 6. It's a little bigger, but it gives a little more security to the wall, gives a little more structure to the wall. And those rods are doweled in, but then as the wall's being poured, what happens is there's wires that'll be tied together and horizontally to form, to form up a strength in the wall. So, and here you can see panels are starting to go up. There you go. See that? You can see part of the piping that's going to be, all that piping there that you see, that'll be in the foundation on the inside and outside. So you can see the outside right there, and zoom in a little bit. As we go around, that gets a pipe wrapped on the outside of the foundation that's in a cloth. It keeps the mud from blocking up the holes. It's got holes in the piping, and the cloth keeps it from getting muddy. Now that'll wrap around, and that will come in to the foundation. What'll happen is, through the footing, it'll come into the sump pump hole. So the outside perimeter drain, the water goes against the foundation outside. It comes down to the stoned area and into the pipe, filters into the pipe, and then into the pipe, into the sump hole. Then the sump hole pumps it out. And the inside pipe, same theory, only it doesn't need the cloth on the outside. The inside pipe will have, will wrap all the way around the foundation on the inside, go over to the sump pump holes, and weep out into the sump hole so that the pump can pump out water from the ground. So that's how that works. You can see there's a piece of that pipe right there. That is all the way around the foundation also. And then the sump holes, as we discussed, there's going to be 2 to the back. One in that left corner. The other one will be all the way up in this other corner, which you can't really see. And we're not going to do the one in the front, as we discussed. It's like a little overkill. And as far as what you thought there, Jim, so we just won't do it. But the 2 in the back, since it's a long foundation, I like to have one on each end, just because one would probably suffice, but I feel that with a long foundation, groundwater level during a storm could possibly come up on the one side and not the other, and it would just a security. You could put a sump pump in one of the holes and the other hole doesn't have to have it, but that's my preference. So I like to do. All right, so that's our update for now. It's Monday. We're planning on, I think today's the 4th or 5th. 4th. We're planning on forming today and tomorrow, possibly pouring on Wednesday, and that's the goal. As long as the weather is okay and we don't have any issues, we'll kind of play that by ear midweek and see what it's going to be like. Meanwhile, just working in the cold is not a big deal. I mean, these guys don't mind. They're moving and they're keeping warm, as you can see. All right. Oh, there's one of the sump holes. That's what we put in the ground. That's the basket or bucket, if you will, that's going to go in. That goes in the concrete, like we dig out a hole and that goes in the ground, and that's your sump hole pit. So you're going to have 2 of those pits, and if you don't like it, you can always cover one up, and the lid right next to it, you can see there's a lid, or you can get a solid lid and just silicone it or foam it into it and seal it off tight so there's no radon issue, if that's a worry, because I know you had a question about that. So all that's pretty easy to deal with. It's not a big deal, So there you have it. Okay, that's it for today. See ya.